God has been so good. We stand in awe of His faithfulness. It's hard to believe that it's been over a year since God dropped in our spirits the vision for the 300 campaign. In Judges 7:7, it says, with these 300 men, God gave them victory. We truly felt like if 300 people would support us financially, $1 through $300, then we would experience greater kingdom impact than we ever had before. And that's exactly what happened. Worship on the Lawn grew from 20 students to over 200 students. We started our SALT program, Student Athlete Leadership Training, where we simply disciple kids to go deeper with Christ while empowering them to be greater leaders on their local school campuses. We did our first ever training camp last December in Chaco Springs, where we took students away for a weekend to recharge and to pursue Christ on a more intimate level. Our Power Camp for elementary age kids is 60 kids that we saw come together to figure out and learn that Jesus is passionately pursuing them, all while enjoying sports at the same time. We had a heart to celebrate all of those that make our ministry happen. And our inaugural Night of Champions came about to simply celebrate the ones that give so much of their time, talent, and resources. As we lean more toward community sports, we developed our first ever community coaching clinic where we train coaches in the club and travel ball arena to coach not only physically and emotionally, but also spiritually. We were able to purchase an enclosed trailer so that we can take for our camps and our worship on the lawns and many other events that just helps the logistics of our ministry so much more. We were also able to hire our first full-time ministry development coordinator that helps us execute so many of these new ministry initiatives. It was because of the 300 campaign that we were able to launch into all of these new ministry areas over the last year. With that, we are so excited to bring back the 300 campaign. This year, we're going to continue to expand on all of the new ministry opportunities that have taken place over the last year. We're also excited to bring our first ever West Metro FCA Coaches Marriage Retreat. In February, we're going to take 20 coaches and their spouses to Chaco Springs and simply invest in their marriage, their homes, and their heart. Our other focus this year with this campaign is going to be staff growth. Currently, we serve 48 campuses. That's 14 high schools, 18 middle schools, and 16 elementary schools. The reality of it is we are understaffed. Right now, 6 high schools and the feeder schools that pour into them are being underserved. Here's our heart. It's for discipleship. We know that discipleship only happens with relationship, and relationship only happens with a consistent presence on those campuses. Our greatest strategy for presence is staff. Because of that, we truly believe that this year's campaign will help us hire 1 full-time staff that can serve 3 high schools and the feeder schools that flow into it. We know that so much of what has happened over the last year was because of your faithfulness and generosity to the 300 campaign. Our vision is more clear than ever: to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. We are ready to move forward with the mission that God has given us, and we want you to go with us. Will you be a part of the 300?